You go?
Hey Deku Fam!
Hey Deku Fam!
Welcome back to our channel!
Welcome.
Guess who's back, baby? Guess who's back? You thought we were gone for good, but we're not. We're back. Can't get rid of us.
Some people have been messaging us and asking us, where are we? Are we still alive? And yes, we're still alive.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we haven't posted in the last year.
Because a big situation happened. I mean, you saw the gender reveal.
Yeah,
and
which was our last video.
Yeah, which was our last video a year ago. And as soon as he arrived,
our lives changed forever.
Life comes at you fast.
Because our life was already full.
Yeah.
Like, we were busy people, and then when you add a mix with a child who has their own schedule, and then they want to wake up when they want to wake up.
Because you know, Gabes and I, like, we love a structure. We're very corporate. We calculate everything. We plan everything. We can foresee circumstances. But this one,
we couldn't foresee anything.
Oh, we couldn't even see.
Just stress heightened. Arguments heightened. We need to come back with the struggles of marriage series.
We're still here.
We're still here.
We're surviving.
We're out here. We're enjoying each other, okay?
We're still in love, aren't we?
Amen.
Just about.
Just about. Here is our birth vlog.
Yep.
Okay, we've been promising this birth vlog to come, and here it is. But before we get into the video, just quickly, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them below in the comments, and we'll try and answer your questions as much as we can in a later video.
Like a Q&A.
Yeah, we'll do like a little Q&A.
I was basically doing my last shift at work.
Yes.
I think I was due to... So
Anna was working on the day that we were going, that Jerry was arriving.
Can we just say one thing? People say that first child comes late, first child comes late. So I was scheduled to finish work on our due date. And I was like, oh, it's fine. Gabes was planning trips for our week off, you know, once we started maternity leave and paternity leave. We were going to go cinema, do our thing, walk in. But God had other plans.
Other plans.
So 2 days before our due date.
Okay, look.
I'm mid-email. Mid-work email. And I'm telling my colleagues, I think I'm going into labour. I don't know if I'll be there for the meeting tomorrow, just in case. But here's us thinking it was Braxton Hicks.
You talk so much.
You talk more than me. Who's the one that just said the last line?
The last line. Hey Deku Fam.
Hey fam.
Contractions have officially started.
Yep.
This morning was an absolute madness. What happened, babe?
It was, I don't know, it was 2 a.m. and I just felt like some serious cramps. And I was thinking, oh, do I just need the toilet or what is this thing? And then it just kept coming back every 15 minutes. And I thought at 3 o'clock, it's time to let Gabes know.
Everyone has been telling me, don't worry, Gabes. Yeah. The child is coming late.
Yeah. So we were just chilling like, oh, it's fine. We've got loads of time. Even though we were doing all of these exercises and, you know, preparation techniques and things to help induce labour. But we never thought it would work. And here we are in early labour. I even called the midwife and she was like, yeah, it's early labour. I was like, do you think it could be Braxton Hicks? She's like, no, it's early labour. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So she said, try and stay at home as long as possible. The contractions haven't been as regular in the daytime. And apparently that's because my body is not as relaxed. And I can feel it now that it's now approaching the nighttime again. And yeah, the contractions are becoming more frequent and intensifying. So yeah, baby Deku is
on his way.
On his way.
We have no idea what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
We could wake up with full guns blazing and you just might see the video go, hospital.
We're going back, we're going to have an early night. My bag is packed and in the car, Gabes' bag is about to be packed and in the car. So we've got that all ready, Mum's ready. And then at some point we'll decide to make our way. When that will be, we don't know.
Anna's just experiencing a contraction. And she's been doing so well with them. We're also conscious of the fact that our hospital is an hour away. So we moved from South London to North London, but we chose not to change our hospital because we love our hospital. The treatment has been good, the service has been fantastic. Midwives, fantastic.
Hopefully we'll make it, otherwise baby Decky's going to be born in
in North London.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in the car, So after we went for our walk, we went back home. I decided to start packing my bags.
At last.
Yeah, we prayed and we were like, you know what? Let's just go to sleep. Yep. So we peaced out. So what happened? About midnight.
Yeah.
contractions start flooding back up.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, Anna, like, we don't want to go to the hospital too quickly because, you know, we need to get to 4 centimeters dilated. So why don't you just jump in the shower? Because shower is a form of pain relief.
And you were tracking on the app as well, like how frequent my contractions were. And at that point, things were getting intense, weren't they?
Yeah, they were progressing.
They were progressing. Basically, we called the midwife and they're like, yeah, maybe you should start making your way. And we were like,
okay. And then we jumped in the car.
Gabes finished packing because he hadn't even finished packing.
Did I not?
No, you hadn't even started packing, let alone finished. He was putting stuff in the washing machine before we went to bed. So his stuff was still damp, trying to stuff them into the suitcase. And I was just thinking, babes, we really were not ready for this, were we?
I got it.
What is it?
In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. You're doing well.
Okay.
Just hold the steering wheel. Just hold the steering wheel. In. Sorry, I mean the seatbelt. Okay, so we're on the way to the hospital. Things progressed very quickly. We thought we would have another day. Our app was telling us we need to start making our way to the hospital.
Sorry, darling, what's your name?
It's Annabella.
Annabella.
Well, I want to be in the home from home since.
Your home is closed because it's super short staffed.
It's closed.
Yes, it's closed.
Oh my gosh. What is active labour again? What is that?
Active labor is 4 centimeters.
Yeah.
And regular contraction 3 to 4 in 10.
All good.
I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, sorry. There you go.
Hey, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so we have just arrived at the hospital, very excited. I am anyway, very excited. And we're just going in. Are you okay? In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The door is open.
Anna's about to just get checked out to see if she's actually dilated, and then they'll let us know what the next steps are. Either we need to leave and come back later, or we get to stay at the hospital. Baby Deku. Mom, how are you feeling? Excited. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in. Mom couldn't go in. She had to go in by herself, but she's gonna give me a call. I'm very excited. I'm not a really expressive person, so I'm not here jumping for joy, but internally, my heart is like, you know, really excited. Yeah, Mom, I'll say maybe in like the next 12 hours, you never know. Little man could be around us. Here we are. The drive was okay, but I think I may have got a speeding ticket. I just saw some light just.
Have you slept at all?
No, we are waiting.
6 more centimeters till the baby's head starts crowning.
But
So about
it
10 it
dilates
starts
2
crowning.
centimeters every how many hours?
Every 1 centimeter every 2 hours.
Oh.
4 centimeters. What? Really? Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so proud.
You've done so well.
2 of us who came in at the same time, and there's only 1 room available right now, so they're just checking who's worse. Well, not worse, but who's more.
Who's further progressed?
Yeah, who needs it. I'm so happy. So I'm staying in. I'm staying in. Don't leave the hotel.
Oh, so happy.
I know. We're gonna meet our boy today, I think.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3. Just 6 more to go. 6 more centimeters until we meet Jerry. This means that we've left the latent stage, which is the beginning stages of labor, and now we're in the active phase. Okay, so we've got 6 centimeters to go. And then what happens after 6 centimeters, babe? And we get to 10. What happens then? Like, he's on the horizon, we just push. We're trusting the body God has created Anna's body is designed to do this, and she will be able to push this little man out.
You do belly and
No, really?
Really?
Oh my god,
I'm so shocked.
you are really good. Too good. Why you're so good?
Yeah, for first one, it's really good.
She's very
We
good.
didn't expect
Welcome to our vlog. So we're finally in the room that Anna is gonna give birth to our little boy. And yeah, things are going really well. Anna's currently in the shower because the shower is a form of pain release. Her contractions are becoming a lot more consistent. In the meantime, I'm gonna just unpack her bags and make sure that everything's in order so that she can find everything that she needs. So Anna's been in the shower for about 20 minutes to half an hour, but she hasn't eaten in some time, so I'm just gonna go and feed her and then give her some Lucozade. What does the Lucozade help do? Just to make her contractions a bit stronger and more regular, because Anna's contractions are a bit irregular at the moment, so apparently Lucozade and form of sugar will help with that process. Push present. There you go. A little push present. So I agree with the name now.
Do you?
I
It's
agree
great,
with
isn't
it.
it?
I looked it up and I agree. It's for my little boy in France. There you go.
Don't do it again, please. I'm too late with these things. Can you do it again, please?
Do what again?
Give the presents.
No, make sure don't get the name in here. Yeah, let's just try and shake him out. 3, 2, 3, 4. So we've been in this hospital for about 4 hours, but we haven't actually made that much of a progression in terms of dilation. So we're still at 4 centimeters. Midwife said this could be because Anna is a bit fearful, and when you're fearful, you release adrenaline, and adrenaline actually prevents the labor from progressing. We're just trying to create a vibe for Anna so that she can release that good oxytocin, and oxytocin helps the baby actually move further down the cervix.
See how well things were going?
Yeah.
They were going so well because I was in this beautiful maternity room with a good view of central London with my 2 birthing partners, my mum, my hubby. He's giving me a gift. The midwife is actually really positive and like, you can do this. But what happened, I guess a new midwife came. It was the morning, my contractions had slowed down. They were like, look, we need the room.
Yeah, they were trying to kick us out.
Yeah.
And they were like, look, you're not actually progressing. You're still at 4 centimeters dilated. You need to leave because there's another lady across the hall that is that's about 10 centimeters and she needs this room to push her baby out. We were like, well, we're in South London, we live in North London, there's no way I'm gonna commute an hour back. So we're exploring what should we do, should we get a hotel? After a series of negotiations, they then send us to
an antenatal room. I was only allowed 1 birthing partner.
So
in
mum
there.
had to.
So mum had to go to a hotel across the road, and then we're dealing with another midwife who is just like, you know, your contractions are not that bad. If it was worse, I'd know. Blah blah blah. Telling Gabes like, you're not the person actually delivering the child. So
yeah, because I was trying to because at this point that she's trying to say. Anna was experiencing some pain. Yeah. She was also tired and wanted to sleep. And then she brought up the conversations about pain relief. And I was just trying to say, okay, what is the pain relief that you're trying to give my wife? What are the options? Tell me everything. She's like, no, I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to your wife.
This is us being extra, by the way. She wasn't like that bad, was she?
Well, she was just trying to, you know, like the husband. Sometimes in hospitals, yeah. Like the husband is like a nobody. They don't want to talk to me. They want
And
to talk to
Gabes
Anna.
is the guy through all midwife appointments that is asking 1,001 questions. Some midwives get annoyed by it, others are really excited by it, and they're like, wow, this is a man that really knows his stuff.
But this particular midwife was very annoyed by my questioning. She would literally look over me to talk to Anna. She then decided to give us the list of pain relief that were available to give to Anna so that she can get some sleep.
Yeah, and it was mainly for sleep because I had the Thames machine and I feel like we were bossing contractions and they weren't as painful as I was expecting them to be. So
but they were
just
still
wanted to
causing
sleep.
you some pain to the point where you couldn't just sleep.
Yeah, every few minutes, like, oh.
So she decided to take morphine to alleviate the pain, and that's helped so much. So she's currently upstairs sleeping. Our little man has decided he doesn't want to come into the world just yet, maybe because of the high taxes that we have to pay in this world. In the meantime, I've decided to go and get a few snacks. So I'm going to go downstairs and see what is available and get Anna a few treats as well. So after I got the snacks, went back to Anna. Our game plan was, you know, we're just gonna ignore everyone. The contractions are gonna just kick up again because we're now going into the evening. And in the morning, we will then say, look,
take us back to that labour ward.
Let's go back to labour ward.
Same midwife and everything. We want exactly the same.
Exactly. And we're gonna push this child out by fire, by force.
We're dealing with the contractions, it's all good, but Gabes is all up in my single bed that is for the person delivering. But Gabes is right there, so I'm on the edge. At midnight, we get a new midwife, so that other midwife's gone, thank God. Anyway, but yeah, a new one comes at midnight, and she's like, oh, I'm looking at your notes, things look good. I guess half an hour later,
Anna has a contraction.
I have a contraction in my sleep, or just
as you're sleeping.
As I'm sleeping.
And Anna screams.
Yeah, I scream a little bit.
So she comes in, she looks at the monitor, and she's like, oh, like there's a...
She doesn't say anything, does she? She's like, oh, I'm just gonna call for some assistance.
She hits the alarm. Next thing you know, 10 doctors come in.
Literally,
now,
I think you're naked even, aren't you?
I'm in my boxes, okay? All these doctors come in.
Yeah.
They're trying to have a conversation with Anna. Anna's a bit flustered. So again, as a husband, I then jump up and be like, hey, you could talk to me. They're like, no, we don't want to talk to you.
Baby's heart rate has really dropped and we're going to have to do an emergency C-section. And we're like, see what?
And on our birth, just to put this in context, on our birthing notes, we didn't have any kind of notes about C-section. In our mind,
we never even mentioned
like,
C-section to each other.
Yeah, we were like, it's not going to progress to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna put, I don't know who we think we were. But,
and they were like, we're going to have to go for a C-section. Do you mind signing this document? And we're like,
no.
Can you answer these questions? Why is C-section? What's going on?
Why is his heart dropping?
What's the risk? Because we've gone from no epidural, no nothing, not even gas and air. He's like, you're 10 centimeters dilated.
What, 8 centimeters.
8 centimeters dilated. And he's looking around like, why is she here? And she's 8 centimeters dilated. I'm like, what? I'm 8 centimeters dilated. We could not believe it.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, we don't know how long it's going to take you to get to 10 centimeters. Baby's heart rate is dropping. Let's go and do the C-section. We say no. They're arguing because we're not signing the papers. They take us to the theatre and we're like, okay, let's see how it goes. And by the time we get to the theatre, his heart rate has gone back up. So we're like, boom!
I even asked a stupid question. I'm like, can we go back to the birthing pool?
And I was like, Gabes, relax, like.
So they say to me, okay, can you just go and get all your stuff and take it into the delivery room?
Yeah.
And then I hear another alarm and I see doctors running into the theatre. I say, is my wife still in the theatre? They were like, no, just stand here. I was like, no. I start running towards the theatre just to make sure that these people weren't trying to pull the wool over my eyes, which they were. And they're like, sir, can you slow that? Move. So I'm now running.
And the funny thing is, Mum, we've called Mum and said, Mum, come back. Because we're potentially going to give birth. So Mum's gone to the labour room that they're meant to be taking me into.
The reason why they pressed the alarm again was because Jerry's heart rate dropped again. So then now we're in a position, they're like, look, you need to sign the paperwork. This is now becoming critical. Mm-hmm. We don't want his heart rate to keep dropping. Yeah. And his heart rate is so low that you could potentially have a stillbirth. Mm. So now we look at each other like, okay, we didn't have a conversation about a C-section. Are you sure that we're going to go? And then Anna's like, Gab, we just got to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. I felt like, I don't know whether I let you down in the moment. I don't know why.
No.
I was just like, I didn't want you to get cut open, and I'm like, you know.
No, but I think I do well in
high pressure
situations in the moment.
Yeah.
If there's a planning and it's a circumstance we can see happening, you're good with that.
Yeah.
But me, when it's last minute change, I think I'm quite good at that. And I think you would have made the same decision, but it's because you hadn't processed it yet.
Yeah, and
it'll take a while.
it'll take a while. So then we signed the paperwork. The boom, epidural is in.
Yeah.
Boom, Anna's on the table.
And Jeremiah was born.
Have you found your mum and look ahead and
Good? Okay, take a picture.
look at that pouch.
Well, he has a Ghanaian nose.
Does he?
Yep, he has a Ghanaian nose. That's my fault.
Oh, you've got strong little feet, haven't you? Yeah, go for it.
Look at this.
I'm so sorry, guys. I need
sorry.
some space.
Sorry.
Hey, baby. Baby, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Okay, please. Your second stitch, please.
I don't know who he looks like, babe.
This is me, fam.
Is it?
That's my nose. That's my dad's nose.
Is it?
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll help him. We'll help him a little bit when we get round.
Are we not going to 6?
Okay. So we go to the
I bought you this. Do you recognise this bear?
I love this bear.
This one. I got you 2 half eternity rings.
It's got my new ring. You're joking.
The next one.
Gabes, what the heck? Oh my days. What the heck? Like, no, it's necklace. Thank you so much. Today is Thursday, the 18th of November. We have a new addition to the Deku family. We have a new addition. He's here and he's ready to make an appearance. Hello. He's chilling. And there's Daddy. We had him yesterday and we're checking out today and we're heading home.
Oh, it's perfect.
Perfect size.
Yeah.
What? It's good back on.
It's okay, I'll just hold it.
Huh?
I'll just hold it.
Say hello, Jerry. Wave. Pretend there's people there.
Yay!
Yay! So there you have it. Our labour and delivery vlog.
1 year later.
1 year later.
Really apologise for that. You know, we've been going through stuff. We had a whole child. Had to learn how to raise a child. This is our first one.
But here he is, our little boy, introducing Gabriel Jeremiah Deku.
Woo!
Obviously he has the same name as his father. He goes by Jerry.
Yeah.
Jeremiah is his name. So he responds to Jeremiah. You don't ever respond to Gabriel, do you?
No, we don't call him Gabriel ever.
Yeah.
That'll
Oh, you're loving your Deku fam, aren't you? Yeah. So this is our boy. He looks like me. I know. You didn't have to say it. We know already. He's got my eyes.
In the comments,
he's got
who
my
does he look like?
complexion, He has his dad's personality. I've got 2 Gabriels in the house, literally. Hopefully you'll see more of him in our future videos. And what do we want from the Deku fam, Jerry? Yeah. We want questions. If you've got any questions from the last year or anything to do with pregnancy,
the birth
vlog, send me a DM. Let me give me a comment or comment in the comments channel below.
You never know where it's called anymore.
It's been a long time, and we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Yes.